so this is our first little tune. And what's interesting here is I have noticed something very interesting through the years that I've been teaching absolute beginners on guitar. People that have literally just bought a guitar and comes to the first lesson. And what's very interesting is that without a doubt, people or new students to the guitar learn at the fastest pace when they hear something with a rhythm to it and with a melody to it. I don't know why, but there's something about the patterns in the brain when people learn something where there's a specific rhythm and a specific melody. And I was really puzzled by this because for many years I was thinking that, okay, people just need to learn the most basic and the easiest thing so that they can, start playing immediately. But this is not necessarily true, or pretty much almost never true, because when people learn something that is just very fundamental and very basic, they have a hard time to remembering it. So I would teach people Knocking on Heaven's Door because it only consists of 4 chords and a very basic rhythm. But people become so bored with it, and they don't hear the melody when they are just strumming very slowly through these chords. They don't remember it, and it doesn't have any impact on people. But when people learn something with finger picking, like you've noticed that I used individual fingers for this, they get a melody and they get a rhythm instantly, and this is something people remember instantly. And when I show people the individual picking thing, and people they get a little bit standoffish because this is too hard. But in every case that I've taught people these very basic finger picking things, once they just I describe how they do it, how to do it, and they copy what I'm doing. They learn it extremely quickly. And the cool thing about this is this: since there's a specific rhythm and a specific melody to it, you instantly hear that it becomes music, and people really take to that. Everybody loves being able to hear a piece of music. If you just learn some random chords, not random chords, but easy chords for a very easy song, it will not become music. There's no doubt that you will you are instantly available, able to hear that it becomes music. And just, of course, the success of being able to just play a chord and you can hear that this is a chord, this guy can actually play guitar. It doesn't become music when there's no rhythm to it, when there's not a specific rhythm and a melody to it. And so people, they keep getting back to the charts and what was it I was doing, because it doesn't have any impact on people. So these simple finger picking lessons / songs are very easy to learn, and they instantly become music, and you can easily it's so easy to remember it, which is a huge part of learning a new instrument, is remembering the patterns so that you can put down those charts. If you have to look at the charts every time you practice, that really takes a lot of fun out of the process of learning a new instrument or learning the guitar. So I want to start with finger picking, which is, to some people might think, I thought I had to learn chords and strumming. It's still chords. It's still chords. It's just not the typical, E, G, A, E and A minor, and all those chords that people learn as a beginning thing on the guitar. It's still chords, still notes from the chords. We just play them in a different way. And another thing about this, I want this to be a two-step thing, because first we learn where to put the fingers, and this is almost too easy. It's so easy, there's not really anything to it. But what's interesting here is the finger picking. So I want you to be able to learn where to put the fingers instantly, because then you can keep your attention on where you pick, because where you pick and how fast and all that creates the rhythm. So once you're able to just, you know, put the fingers without really having any attention on it, you can keep your attention down here, and then it becomes music. So once you are for a few days, when you've been practicing keeping your attention down here, then it becomes music, and then you can put your attention back on this, on the fretting hand as we call it, and then you can actually create a piece of music that makes use of rhythm and melody, which is really what you want. That is really the end goal. Even though we talked about how to tune the guitar, I just want to, since these acoustic guitars have a tendency to lose pitch very quickly, I just want to go through my strings so you can hear if your strings are sounding the same. This is the low E string. So just play your low E string while I'm doing it here, and see if they're pretty similar. It just needs to be pretty similar. And then we go to the A string, also called the fifth string. The low E string is called the sixth string, but here we have the fifth. Now move on to the D string. I don't want to spend too much time on this, because if your guitar is way out of tune, then just go back in the video and back into. This is the G string, also called the third string. It's the B string, also called the second string. And finally the high E string, first string. Alright, let's, one final thing. You might notice that I have some stickers on my guitar. I have it here on the 3rd fret, the 5th fret, the 7th fret and the 9th fret. You could also put one on the 12th fret. The thing is about these classical guitars, most classical guitars don't have any dots. And the dots actually, even though you might not be thinking about it, but the dots really help you keep on track on where you are on the guitar. So I would suggest that you cut up a piece of paper and put some glue on it, or whatever you want to do, something, some nail polish or something, if that's what it's called. Put something on the 3rd fret, 5th fret, 7th, 9th and maybe even also the 12th fret. This will keep you, help you keep on track on the guitar, on where we are. So when I'm talking about 3rd and 5th fret, you can easily identify where that is on your guitar.